How old are you, man?
17.
Damn. So how long you been making music?
I've been making music since April 2017.
How did you get into it?
My brother and my cousin, actually. My cousin, he had a studio in his basement, and he was just telling me, like, you gotta rap, just stay out the way. But yeah, that's how I started rapping. Like, I just went into the basement, started recording. Like, I didn't care where I was at, just record.
You remember the first joint you did?
And write about my life and shit. Was with Long Money Keys. It's called Freestyle. I don't think it's like the video not up no more. That was actually my first video too, but it's definitely like on Spinrilla and stuff like that. That was my first song.
Damn. So you were in high school when you?
Yeah. No, when I first started rapping, I was in 9th grade. Yeah. 9th grade, yeah.
So what happens after you do it? Do you play it for the homies at school? You put it up on IG? Like, how did you know what to do?
I like promoting myself and stuff like that. Like, I was just basically like, the men was supporting, you know what I'm saying? At the time when I was young, I had a whole lot of friends, you know what I'm saying? When you're young, you got a whole bunch of friends, you know what I'm saying? So like, everybody in high school was cool with me. So they send my stuff out, post it on their Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Tell another friend. Stuff like that, everyday stuff. Like, the word gets out. MoneyMarr started rapping. Oh yeah, bet.
What high school were you at?
I was at a whole bunch of high schools. I went to Potomac, Oxon Hill. I was about to go to a detention center, but like I ain't do all that. I wasn't about to get into all that, so I just stopped going to school for a little second. But I graduated online.
Dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure.
When did you graduate?
Last year.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
That's what's up. So what was that transition like from, I guess, being your average regular student to now people knowing your name, you getting views? I mean, it's like you kind of becoming known for being a man musically. What was that transition like?
I was a cool person, but like I wasn't like the main topic or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So I had a whole lot of hip friends, you know what I'm saying? We was all cool, you know what I'm saying, doing what we was doing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to get in like fights and shit like that, but that shit ain't about nothing. That's way past me. But like now that everybody know who I am, I got a little bit of followers and all this and that, etc. Like it's a little different. Like you gotta move different. Like I can't move the same like how I did when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go to school. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fame shit. So like when it come down to like the business and the money and the music, like it's a good life.
Yeah.
For real, yeah.
That's what's up. What's it like coming from the DMV? I know before we started you talked about being in LA past, week or few. What's it like making music, making it out of the DMV? It's
trenches everywhere, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And I know the people who grow up to not like, you know what I'm saying, have shit. For them to be listening to what I'm saying in my songs and shit, like they really feel it, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the DMV, it's a crab in the barrel type of city, but it's cool, it's alright, you know what I'm saying? You could live through it. I can at least.
Yeah.
So, but I'm really trying to put a name on for DC and the DMV, but mainly my hood, you know what I'm saying?
When you first started, how did you know how to move within the business wise? Because it's not like we have a lot of education from where we're from. So how did you know about managers or publishing and all that?
I didn't even know about it. I got introduced to it once before, you know what I'm saying? When I first started getting about like 20,000 views on YouTube and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I moved out to New York with my manager and stuff. His name Ray, you know what I'm saying? We moved out to New York, and that's when I first ever had a manager or found out that you needed a manager for the music stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we got together, he started talking to me about the industry, percentages, record labels. I was just finding out about all that. You can make money off of the music shit, all that. Like, I had to get connected. I ain't really get into it and know what I was doing. I just was rapping.
So what's the decision why you wanted to stay independent? Because I'm sure you got labels coming at you.
Yeah, for sure. It's not. I don't want to stay independent. I actually want to end up signing very soon. I always wanted to sign, you know what I'm saying? But it's been, you know what I'm saying? I've been independent. Everything I've done has been within myself, but I never wanted to stay independent. I always wanted to sign to a record label for sure. And I do have record labels coming towards me, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, you gotta wait for the right moment, you know what I'm saying? You gotta wait for the right thing. Just the right thing.
Absolutely.
When the right thing come, that's when shit really turn up.
It's a lot of eyes on the DMV right now, and you're definitely one of the artists that everybody's kind of scoping and wanting to propel up. How does that feel?
One, I feel like it's not enough eyes on the DMV, but we gonna make it get there. But you know what I'm saying? For me to be like one of the top artists in the DMV, that shit amazing. Cause like it's like you look at so I wake up every day in the mirror like, damn, I was a regular nigga just like my fans. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I treat everybody with kindness. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see a fan, I ain't looking to be like what's up? You want some smoke? Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you approach me like that. You know what I'm saying? But fans, I like communicating with fans and support. Even if you're not a fan, if you just support. I love supporters. I like to talk to them too. Like I love to get back to my community. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was at upper scale level, I definitely get back to my community ASAP.
Yeah. Who are some artists you looked up to coming up, either from the DMV or not? But who are some like people who inspired you and they were role models?
I mean, I like a lot of artists. Like just like anybody else, I can't really specifically say who, but like a whole bunch of mainstream artists that I've been listening to since I was born, for real. What the hell? Since I could first hear music, you know. Big people, like, you know what I'm saying, like Drake and all them. Industry level wise, you know what I'm saying. DMV artists I used to listen to growing up was Shabazz and Q the Fool. That's it. That's the only people I listened to. That was DMV wise, you know what I'm saying? Cause around that time, it was big house parties going on, and at the house parties, that's all they had play.
That's dope, because they're so young. They're still young guys, so that kind of shows even how young you are. Like, the fact, because, I don't Q the Fool's in his early 20s still, right?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. What's your creative process like? Is it beat first? Is it lyrics first? How does MoneyMarr create?
I like to alright, so this is how I cook up. Like, when I walk in the studio, I gotta hear a beat that I like. If I don't hear a beat that I like, if I hear a beat that I don't like, I'm gonna just tell you skip over, you know what I'm saying? But if I hear a beat that I like, I'm gonna make sure you lay that track right there down, and either I'm gonna freestyle to it or I'm gonna either write to it. I like to write sometimes though, because when you write, it's creative than just punching straight in.
We just put out Rico Nasty's performance and interview, and one of the things she talked about advice-wise is that she said, DMV artists, nobody owes you shit. Like, you really got to get after it. So since you've been in the industry, what's like some advice now that you could pass down to folks who are looking up to you and folks that want to get to your level, like things that you've learned to be true specifically for DMV artists to help them elevate?
All I'm gonna say is, if you a rapper from the DMV, you up and coming, and you trying to get your career going, for one, don't sound like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, at least. If you do that, change your drip up just a little bit. Add some drip to it, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that. Don't hate on nobody, you know what I'm saying? Just stay true to yourself, be you, and just stay consistent. You stay consistent, stay in a booth like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Communicate with the right people like you're supposed to. Be successful. Or you at least gonna be one. I ain't fully successful, but I'm a little bit successful, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But that's just a little bit of advice for the up and coming rappers.
And finally, we just reached the new decade, 2020.
Yeah.
What are some of these goals? I mean, you're still so young, man, but what are some of the goals that you have?
I got a long way to go.
Facts.
Got a couple years ahead of me, man.
What are some of the goals you set for this decade and things you want to accomplish? Or at least for the next few years?
The top 5 rappers in just the industry, period. Like, even if it don't happen right now, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen while I'm rapping, period. Like, just period, you know what I'm saying? That's my main goal. I'm talking about investing wise, you know what I'm saying? Thinking wise, you know what I'm saying? Billboards, charts, everything. Like, I want my name to be on everything. Man, it's MoneyMarr, and I'm rocking out with Amped.